Hello, thank you for joining me. We're just walking along a footpath behind some houses in the Staffordshire village of Endon. We're carrying along though today with our walk along the old railway from Leek to Stoke-on-Trent. Now this isn't part of the railway, I've just come this way because I've been walking along the railway. You may have seen my last video where we ended up exploring the canal aqueducts. I got to Endon, had a little walk in the village, now I'm coming back towards the railway station. So I'm just going along here by the Endon Brook. And this building here, I assume is the old station master's house. And you can just see a little culvert which would have been built by the railway. That goes right underneath the track. And there's another tributary of the Endon Brook. So what we'll do, we're just coming along here. I said the station master's house is there. The railway goes that way. We're going to go and have a look at the old Endon station. And it's something of a surprise compared to others because it's not, I wouldn't say it's complete as it was, but well, you'll see in a minute what there is to see. So I'm just coming to the end of this footpath. You could probably already hear the road ahead. We're just getting to the road now. What that over there is a pharmacy. I believe that was a pub once. Now if we cross the road here, we're just coming up. The railway station would have been, or part of it would have been here, and what does survive is part of the old waiting room, which is now, this building here, a cafe called the Station Kitchen. I've just been in there, I've had a very nice lunch, and then I had a wander around the village, and now I've come back. So that's the front. There would have been another two-storey building here where this estate agents now stands. So if we go along here, you can see the sign, it says cafe open, so that's the cafe I've been to. If you are in Endon, then do come and have your meal here at the old railway station. Before we join the track bit again, I'll just show what I can show you here. This is the railway looking back towards Leek. Imagine maybe one day trains will run along here again. And if we turn round that way, you can see the old station building. There'd have actually been two tracks here, and probably about there, where those gates are, there would have been signal box, and that would have signalled trains through the passing loop. Because I believe beyond the station platforms, it was single track, but turning round, going in the direction we've come along, it was double track. So what we'll do, we're going to carry on along the old railway line and just see how far we can get. So we're going to cross the road again and we're going to enter the platform. Again. See the milk churn waiting as if a train was going to come, and this is an old colour light signal here. So that's the station kitchen. Well, I just said I had a very nice lunch. So you can, if you imagine it, there'd have been another track there in the platform extending all along here. What probably was the goods yard is now Endon Doctor's Surgery. You can just see, I said that building that's now the pharmacy looks as though it used to be a pub. So what I'm going to do, it's getting a bit overgrown, so I might have to jump down onto the track bed. I don't normally jump down on platforms, as you might imagine, but as there's obviously not going to be a train coming today, it's that little bit different. So I assume the goods yard would have been here. You can see the station building, so the platforms are quite long. And then there's more houses over there. We're getting close to the canal. I'm just going to stay on the platform for the time being because I can get along here. It's a bit of a hump here. Maybe it's an early version of the Harrington Hump. Those of you who don't know what the Harrington Hump is, it's railway stations on the national network have a low platform, have a hump put in to make it easy for people to get on the train. It's just a short hump, and the reason it's known as the Harrington Hump is because it was first trialled at Harrington in Cumbria. Now here the platform edge stones appear to have fallen down, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and jump down. It's not the distance it's far about, I'm worried about jumping, it's the fact that I might twist my ankle if I jump, so there we go, I'm down, down onto the track again. So looking that way, that goes towards the old railway station. It's not quite as it was what I was doing before here. It was quite a few people walked along here, it was a wider track formation. It looks as though along here not so many people do walk along this section of track, and as you can see I'm fighting my way through weeds. People obviously are walking along here because I can see there's a bit of a sort of a path along there, so be interesting to see what we see. So I'll tell you a bit as we go along here about Endon Station. It opened with the line on the 1st of November 1867 and it closed to passengers in May 1956, but trains continued to run through here, well, up until 1988, but the passenger trains went in 1956 when the nearly tripped over then. So all these brambles are like blooming tripwires. Where was I? So the trains, passenger trains, local trains stopped running in 1956, but goods trains continued till 1988. When I walk along old railways and this track, I like to try and walk on the track where possible, but in a minute I think it's going to be rather impossible to stay on the actual track itself. I'll be able to follow the formation. I like to think, you know, if I was travelling on a train, I'd be on the track. I wouldn't be over there. Well, I suppose I could put my head out the window, but I still wouldn't be quite that far over. So I'm going to step off the track now. So yes, a train, the last trains came along here in 1988, although I believe there may have been the odd other train by the Churnet Valley Railway, not on this section, but as far as the gates on the other side. So the track is still there, and I should be able to get out up here because it appears people have walked along here, and there is a public footpath literally just on the other side of the fence. What I'm hoping to find is where we can get back to the canal, because at the canal there was some sidings, so you could exchange freight from the railway lines to the canal. And I just nearly tripped over again. It's not the easiest of walks I've done. The track is still in place though, so hopefully one day they will restore it all. I mean, it might need to be relayed, some of it. So it's quite an interesting place. The village of Endon's up over there. We have visited Endon in the past. I've not actually made any videos. We must be getting near the canal, because through there, you don't know if you'll be able to see that, but I can see a boat up in the air. It's obviously a boat yard. So I'm assuming where the boat yard is where trains could have had their goods swapped from canals to railway lines. So can you see through there? There's loads of boats there. So we must be near the Caldon Canal. What I'm hoping to do in this video is get at least as far as the Caldon Canal, but if it continues to be just this overgrown sort of wasteland, I might stop and do another one. But at the moment I nearly fell over again. Yeah, so it's looking more overgrown. Well, this is a bit of a boring place to end the video, but I can just see it might be like this for another 10 minutes, so I think we'll end the video here. So from the old railway line from Leek to Stoke-on-Trent, thank you very much for watching, and well, before I completely end it, might as well get back on the track. But as you can see, it's incredibly overgrown. It is there. We've got this bush growing here. I should have brought a bow saw along with me and cut it down. And that's the public footpath just through there, so if it gets too overgrown I might have to climb through the fence and finish it there, or carry on walking that way. So from just past Endon Station on the old Stoke-on-Trent to Leek line, thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.